Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Creative. I am Mr. G. Pujari, working as an assistant professor in Sharon Stop Technology College of Engineering. I am having my channel Creative. On this channel, I am uploading the videos related with content like technical engineering and non-technical like general knowledge purpose. So at initially, friends, I am appealing you subscribe my channel so that you will not miss any kind of notification about my new videos. So friends, we have started this topic AutoCAD basics in our previously. So till today we have learned about the basics of AutoCAD, what is the importance according to industry purpose and also from your subject point of view for exam purpose. Okay friends, so we have discussed about earlier about this, what is mean by the file command, edit command, view command, and we have learned about the what is this command line means, and then these basics commands, those are very much important and every time it is useful, like snap command, grid, ortho, polar, osnap, then dynamic input. All these commands we have learned. Okay friends, so again we have learned about this line command, then this construction line, then this polyline, then hexagon like then rectangle, then we have learned about this your arcs, then we have learned about the very much types of circles, then we have learned about the clouds, then we have learned about this spline. Now friends, today we are going to learn about whatever the remaining commands. So friends, whatever we have learned earlier, all these commands and whatever the basics, all the videos are available on my Creative channel. So if you want to learn, you can visit my channel, you can see my previous lectures about these basics AutoCAD, so that you will know about all the information about the previous lecture. So friends, today we are going to see first of all this ellipse. So friends, how we are going to draw a ellipse is first of all what things are required to draw a ellipse. Ellipse required major axis and minor axis to draw. So first of all we are going to select one point here, and then we require to select first of all the major axis. Okay, so I am going to put here the major axis as a 50. So just enter by using this numerical keypad on your keyboard and press enter button. Now the software will ask you the minor axis. Now we have selected the major axis. Now we are going to select the minor axis. So I am going to enter here 15 and press the enter. So see friends, here we have drawn one ellipse which is having 50 mm major axis and 15 mm minor axis. I am going to show you one more time. This is ellipse, just selected one point. Now I will enter here 70 mm major axis, and now we require to select the minor axis. So here the minor axis I am going to enter here 20. So see friends, here we have drawn two types of ellipse. Then next friends, we are having command like ellipse arc. So also if you want to draw ellipse arc, you require to select the major axis, minor axis, and then start and end point. So all these command also you will get from here also in draw. Also you will get all these command. Okay, so I'm going to select this one, ellipse arc. So first of all, first point, then your major axis whatever I'm going to select 60. Okay, then your minor axis I'm going to select 20. Okay, then you require to select the start point and then end point. Okay, so this is your elliptical arc. Okay, just whatever we have drawn here, this is your elliptical arc. I will show you one more time elliptical arc. Just select this ellipse arc, one point, and now we are going to select the another point here. So I'm going to enter 70. Okay, enter, and then minor axis I will going to select 15 mm, enter. Now I'm going to select this start point and this is end point. Okay, so on the basis of whatever you are going to select, start point and end point, on the basis of this, the curve, or we can say it will create the curve. Software will create the curve, elliptical curve. Okay, now friends, we are going to see the next option is hatching. So why hatching is required? Sometimes we are going to show a section or sectional view in a drawing. That time, that whatever the cut part, we require to show a hatching. So here I am going to show you how to do hatching. Just I am going to draw here one rectangle. Okay, now select this option, hatching. Now we are going to do a hatching at inside. So first of all, type. So here I am going to select here user defined option. Instead of predefined, I am going to show user defined. Then option we are going to select here add pick point. Then we will select here just on this option button. Okay. So first of all, whatever this rectangle, I'm going to select the inside of that object. Whatever you want, you can select the boundary also, or if boundary is closed, just you require to pick the inside point. If boundary is not closed, if the object is open, then we require to select every entity. Now this boundary is closed one, that's why I have selected inside point. Then press enter button. Now angle, normally we are keeping 45-degree angle for sectional views, so I'm going to enter here 45. Then you can see also preview. See here we can select here preview. Okay, then if you want to change the appearance, because the lines whatever we have drawn here, they are very close one. If they are very close one, it is not able to see proper visible. So we can change here spacing. I'm going to enter 2. Check the preview. Now somewhat able to see. So I'm again going to enter the 4 spacing and then preview. So little bit it is now okay. So again you want to change, just enter the spacing 6 and check. Okay, now it is very visible. So if you want to keep as it is, press enter, then it will become a permanent. Okay friends, so like this we have developed here hatching pattern. I will show you one more time. I will take your circle and I will do hatching to this one. Hatching. So now we have selected already user defined. Add the pick points. Okay, this is pick point, and then press enter. 45-degree angle is here present, already we previously selected. I will select here 6 or I will select 5. See the preview. So like this you will observe this pattern. Enter. So it will remain as it is. Now just we have selected inside because all the entities, these are the closed one. Suppose if I draw a one rectangle or we can say square. I am going to draw this 50, this is 50, and again this one is a 50. Okay, now this is not closed one. Okay, all these are open one. And suppose if I want to do hatching for this one, then what to do? Okay, I will show you. Okay, so this is hatching. We have selected here user defined pick points. Now just have selected this one, whatever the inside, enter, spacing 5, or we can select here 7, preview. So like this, here also you will able to show, or if you want to cancel, you can also cancel. We are having undo option. Okay, so undo option, if you selected, whatever we have done, that will remain as it is, and it will be previously what was there, it will come as like this. So just one more time I will select hatching, add pick points. So this is I'm going to okay, so we require to select the boundary. So this is boundary we have selected, then enter, this is 5, preview, and enter. So like this we are able to create a hatching. Okay, so now this is the hatching pattern. And now one more thing is we are going to see a gradient. Okay, so gradient, what is the use of this gradient? I'll show you. Just I have drawn here one rectangle. Now we are going to do a gradient. Means suppose if you want to show a shades, okay, inside your object, you can able to show a shades. Now gradient option we have selected, add pick points. So we have selected points, then enter and select preview. If you press enter, then it will become permanent. So like this you can change the gradient. One more I will show you. This is a rectangle and I have selected the option gradient, add pick points, enter. And if you want to change the color, you can also able to change the color. Just go here. If you want to change this color, okay, and okay, now you can change the color also. So if you in a drawing, if you want to show some kind of shades, you are also able to show a number of types of shades also here like this. Okay, so this is the we have seen like hatching and shades. Now one more option is we are having here table. If you want to create a table, you can be able to create a table. Okay, so table, friends, why required? Friends, table is required. Sometimes we want to create a bill of material. Okay, so when you want to create a bill of material in a drawing, in assembly drawing, that time we are able to create also here a bill of material. So here when you click on this option, here it will ask you how many number of columns you required and how many number of rows you required, then column width and row height you required. Now I am enter here, I required a 5 column and I required a 7 rows. Rows height I will enter here 2, and column width I will enter here some kind of 5. Okay, and then okay. So like this you will able to get here one table. See here, so this is a table. You can enlarge this one also by using some kind of command like scale. So this table we are able to see here. Suppose if you want to enter data here, you can click on this one and then you can type here. If I want to draw, if you want to write here like universal coupling, I will just directly enter here universal coupling. Okay. If you want to change the font, go here. I'm going to select Times New Roman. So here also you will find here. If you want to change the height, also you will able to change the height of this one. Okay. If you want to make small one, again I will make this one small one, universal coupling. And you can make a bold, italic, underline also. And if you press OK, or I will again make some kind of small, Times New Roman, okay, universal coupling. Now I will press OK here. So you will get here, observe text universal coupling here. Then if you want to enter here also, just double click here, serial number, SR dot number. So I will change Times New Roman, and then again I will take here 0.7. Okay, so like this serial number is here. So like this, if you want to enter 1 Times New Roman, and then here I'm going to enter like 0.7 and then OK. So if you want to increase also, I'm going to increase some kind of 0.9. Okay, so like this. If you want to change the position of this one, select here at center and then OK. So like this, you can whatever this column, at every space you can enter whatever you want to enter in your table. So like this, you can be able to create your table also in this AutoCAD software. If you want to type something, here also having text, multi-text, just select this option. I will select this option here. Just select this one and you can type here directly. I'm going to draw here one word, machine drawing, M-A-C-H-I-N-E, machine drawing, T-R-A-W-I-N-G, and then Times New Roman. Okay, and then I'm going to select 1 and press this OK, or you can create bold, underline and OK. So like this, you will get this word. And if you want to move this word anywhere, we are having option, this one, move option in this modify toolbar. Select this one, enter, and you can move this word anywhere. Now the ortho command is on now. Because of this, we are able to only move in a straight line. If we off this ortho command, we can move anywhere. Okay, ortho command is off now and you can press this one and anywhere. Okay, so friends, today we have learned in today's lecture about how to draw ellipse, how to draw a half ellipse, how to draw hatching, how to draw this gradient, then how to draw a table, and then how to enter text into a AutoCAD. So friends, I hope you have learned today whatever we have teach you, and I hope you have understand all these things, and you again visit my channel for getting such kind of knowledge about whatever the remaining commands. So once again, I am very thankful for listening carefully this lecture. Thank you very much.